Hello and welcome everybody. Good to be back in the UK. Hope that you're all good. And we just got ourselves a nice catch card. Zeki all the way from Robert in Australia. Thank you very much for the invite. How are you doing on the old raid game that's been going on for the rest of this week? Hope you've been having some success. We're back because we've got a whole bunch of research to do and some very cool things that are added to the global tour, which are definitely going to be things that you want to take advantage of. Professor Willer has been badgering me ever since I entered this code, Go Tour Unova. If you enter that onto the Pokemon Go web store as a code redemption, you get this research, which is the branching free research. Choose your starter. My personal favorite is Tepig, so we're going to pick that, and this gives you a Unova special background for Go Tour, which is epic. But we have got stage 1 of our masterwork research done, which gives us shiny Meloetta after a very long time, I suspect. So let's see what task number 2 is going to be. Oh, actually not too bad. 50 normal, 50 psychic. With the current spawns, that might be a trouble, but over the course of Saturday, I very much doubt that'll be a problem. Now, these are Enigma stops. If you watch my LA content, which if you haven't done, please go and check it out. There are 3 amazing videos to go and watch, but in LA, there were specific Pokestops called Enigma stops that dropped Unovan Pokemon. There's a little pool of them that have special animated backgrounds, and they're actually live here for global. They're currently live. They were live yesterday. There are things like Sigilyph and Zorua has been added to the pool. Let's see what we get today. Another Purloin, fantastic. We actually got one of those on stream. This is going to give us a Pidove. We've got enough of those from LA. Thank you very much. This final one, that's a Woobat. It's not the Hundo, unlike the one from LA. Go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. Dead, dead, and dead, but they have special backgrounds, so there's a lot of different backgrounds to get. We also have to say 2 thanks. Firstly, to Ray Razor from the Patreon squad, who gifted us the egg-themed ticket for this Go Tour event. Thank you very much for your generosity. Really, really appreciate that. And it did give us the research with all the different encounters. Unfortunately, you can see over here very, very quickly, we got basically nothing from that, but we already had everything from LA, so cannot complain. I've heard some people having some very good success from that special research, which is awesome. But our second thanks is, of course, to Niantic, who have gifted us from the podcast the Go Tour Deluxe Pass ticket. So thank you very much, #sponsored on that front. And it does mean that we can view our rewards. And as you can see there, slot number 1, we do get Victini to kick things off. Let's claim all of our different Candy XL that you get. You make the judgment call whether it's going to be worth $14.99 or not. I think you get quite a few extra encounters. As you can see there, we're past tier 1, and we're soon, tomorrow, going to be able to get into the encounters, which is going to be really, really cool. Once you go past rank 100 on the Go Tour pass, whether it's the deluxe or the free, you actually just claim a bunch of Stardust, which is okay. I mean, you just get it done by catching things. But let's claim these encounters, which should be, oh, they're the things without the shiny potential, I might add. Hopefully that caught. That did catch. Right, this will be the Pig Knight. Fantastic. And here's the Dewott. Let's claim our Victini, shall we? So, $13.99, what I've heard is going to be the 100%. Could I claim it, please? When we originally got Victini, I think it was it GoFest 2020? It was a long time ago, Pandemic GoFest. You didn't have any of these animations. The watchtower looking out over a bay, it looks fantastic. Obviously, Unova is based on New York, so apparently this is sort of loosely based around Liberty Island, having watched JT Valor's video. This is really cool. This will be our second Victini. Of course, mythical from research. Basically, you've got to throw 3 balls. It will break out once, break out twice, then catch on the next throw. So let's just get that ching done. Okay, we'll go for a great throw on it, as a plane possibly leaving for LA is going overhead. There is the capture, our second Victini ever in Pokemon Go, and I think it's about as bad as the last one, of course. My favourite IVs are when it's 15 defense and then the other 2 stats are significantly worse. So 3-star, kind of mid-tier. Let's have a look on the Pokedex and see the rest of our Victini. Oh my god, it's literally identical. Identical CP. Caught pretty much 5 years, 4.5 years apart. Brilliant. Thanks Niantic for the Victini of mediocrity. Now, as part of the free research, of course, you guys will be getting these legendary encounters. I'm just going to spool through mine very, very quickly because in the end of the day, despite having 2 sets of it, because the fact that there was a glitch where raids weren't counting towards the rewards, we got nothing. Literally got nothing. No hundo, nothing decent IV, no, shiny, whatever. If you got something, let me know in the comments below. I hope that you had some better success than me. What are they going to be? It's a Sandile. That is actually still a shiny I need. Enigma stops might be the way to go for that one. And this is another Sandile. 2025 Pokemon Presents Go Tour Research. So we got to catch Pokemon on 6 different days, so we're not going to get that done in this video. Let's check number 1. Tepig, 460. I think that's a 96%er if I'm not wrong, but it has the nice Unovan themed background, which honestly, if you could pick up a shiny of that, that'd be fantastic. Go Tour coming up. Let me know, are you choosing white medal or black medal? There's a few things that go along with these medals. There's nothing so significant as different spawns or different collection challenges or anything. It is all down to what Curem that you raid will give you Glaciate on it. So if you choose the black medal, which has Reshiram on it, and you raid the black Curem, all of those are guaranteed to have Glaciate. Vice versa, if you choose the white medal that has Zekrom on it, all white Curem that you are going to raid will have Glaciate guaranteed on it. It's not the end of the world though, because if you raid both of them, you can Elite TM on Glaciate to save your bacon. The other cool thing is that yesterday, I think because the Pokemon Presents began, the Pikachu, all featured for Unova Tour, started spawning in abundance. Let me know if you managed to pick up any shinies, because we picked up quite a few of them. You can go and see there on the screen recording. Actually, I think we only screen recorded 1 or 2, but at the end of the day, we picked up 6 of them. Inside of literally, what was that, 250 checks or something, which is insane. So they're definitely boosted. They are still around. Use your incense. Don't forget, these will be spawning over the course of the weekend. They're coming from the spawns in the biomes. Use your incense. Research tasks they're going to be featured in as well. 402 would be your magical 100%er, and they're going to be featured in 1-star raids through the weekend as well, although I would personally say don't bother raiding for them. Of course, dealing is going to be spawning in the hourly rotations. Different biome means a different dealing form. Oh, we now have another task. That task just reappeared, so catch a Pokemon on 21 different days. There is the very first time gate for Meloetta. I'm going to go and find some Enigma stops and do some Zekrom raids and drop a little bit of daily adventure incense. But throw a like down the video. Make sure that you subscribe if you're new, because we're going to be posting 2 videos over the course of the weekend. We smashed it in LA. Can we pick up the few remaining things that we need? We need 1 winter dealing, 1 autumn dealing, and then 2 Gothita. And I think, honestly, that would be Unova completed, apart from the Hundo or the Shundo Curem. And now we're back home. Yes, a video done inside of 2 clips is very un-me, but it's the case for today. So we managed to find 3 more Enigma tasks, which we need some more Unovan Pokemon of different varieties. So we've actually got 2 here that should be Minefu. That is a shiny I do need for tomorrow. Before we push on with the rest of today's little video, I would like to say, of course, a massive thanks to every single person who's on the Patreon squad, and a couple of people joined in the course of leading up to LA. A big welcome to you new members. Thank you so very much, every single one of you, because as I always say, and it's true, you guys are the reason we're able to continue doing things like LA Unova Tour and taking the events that much further. So you guys really are the bedrock of what we're able to do here on the channel. And without you guys, we would be a bit stuffed. So I really appreciate your generosity and your support. And hopefully, just like LA, where we saw a bunch of you, over global, we should be seeing a few more of you guys, and it's always a wonderful treat. But I thought I'd just take you through quickly some of the bits and pieces for global just ahead of it kicking off, in case you are in the lurch, as it were, of what's going on. Black and white Curem. So they're actually going to be spawning in rotating hours as my Go++ goes wild in the background. Do excuse it. So alternating hours for black and white Curem, and Reshiram and Zekrom aside them. So what's going to happen first is that Reshiram and black Curem are going to appear in hour number 1 and number 3, 5 and 7, and in hour number 2, 4, 6 and 8 you're going to get Zekrom and white Curem spawning. So they're kind of in rotations. You don't have all 4 Pokemon spawning at once like we had in LA and Taipei. Your 3-star raids definitely avoid those, but the 1-star raids are going to have the Pikachus in them, which is better than the Oshawott, Tepig and Snivy that we saw in LA as well. You've got your backgrounds, and the thing to note with this is the backgrounds can merge, much like Solgaleo and Lunana when they had their backgrounds, and Necrozma for GoFest 2024. Reshiram can only have the black background, Zekrom can only have the white background. If you want to get a fusion of the 2 different backgrounds together, for example, you'll need Zekrom with the white background and a Curem with the black background. To fuse those together, you'll get a merge of the 2. Quickly looking over the habitats, the winter caverns, which is going to be hour number 1 and number 5, you're going to find Oshawott, Roggenrola, Woobat, Drillbur, Turtuga, Minchino, Vanillite, Winter Deerling, Joltik, Clink, Dynamo, Axew, Cubchoo, and Cryogonal, and all 4 different Pikachus appearing. Take your pick. Are you shiny hunting any of those? I need the winter dealing. That is it, but I will say go for some Drillbur. Drillbur, XL Candy, you need it for the Dynamax, the Shadow, and the regular. And I know quite a few people are going to hunt Clink, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Clink Community Day later this year. The Spring Soiree, which is going to be our number 2 and number 6, you're going to find yourself with Snivy, Pansage, Munna, Ordino, Timber, Swaddle, Venipede, Cottony, Petilil, Ducklet, Spring Deerling, Fungus, Amola, and Ferroseed, and all 4 different Pikachus. So, Ordino gets a Mega in the future, worth getting some XL Candy for it, and it is 2,100 dust per catch. Of course, Spring Dealing, I don't actually need one of those. That's amazing. So this biome, I literally don't need anything. Love it. Your summer vacation, you're going to find yourself with Tepig, Lilliput, Pansear, Pidove, Blitzel, Timpole, Darumaka, Dwebble, Archon, Trubbish, Summer Dealing, Emolga, Stunfisk, and Ruffler, and all 4 different Pikachus. So Trubbish, that's a boosted dust Pokemon as well. I missed Fungus off of the previous biome as well, so that's a boosted dust Pokemon. Trubbish is a boosted dust Pokemon, 750 dust per catch, great shiny, and Garbodor does have a Gigantamax form, I believe. Obviously, Summer Dealing, very best of luck chasing that. Are you chasing anything specific from this one? Timpole kind of lines up to have a community day in the future. And finally, our number 4 and number 8 are going to be the Autumn Masquerade, which is going to have Patrat, Purloin, Panpour, Scraggy, Yamask, Gothita, Solosis, Autumn Dealing, both male and female Frillish, LGM, Litwick, Golett, and Dino, and all 4 different Pikachus. What a surprise. So Autumn Dealing, I do need 1 of, and Gothita, I need 2 more of those personally. But are you chasing anything from this biome? There isn't any Stardust boosted Pokemon or anything in there, but there are some perhaps more desirable shinies like the Frillish that aren't featured so readily. Obviously, over the course of this past week, we've been drowning in those 2-kilometer eggs, so I'd say just walk those off as quickly as you can. The 5-kilometer eggs are going to give you actually the same Pokemon that you can get if you do party play. So party play rewards and 5-kilometer eggs are going to give you like Sork, Throw, Durant, and Heatmore regionals. Larvesta's in the 5Ks as well, but it's not in party play. And of course, your 10-kilometer eggs are going to have this selection of Pokemon in them, which is the regionals, the main new regionals. Maractus, Sigilyph, and Buffalark. Very best of luck on those shinies. Hopefully you can get them. I do have quite a few spares of these, so I'm still going to hatch them. If hopefully I don't have to trade them away, then I may have a spare or 2. Your incense encounters are, of course, going to be the shiny potential unknowns. We've got them spelling out Unova, U-N-O-V, and A, but they are going to be extremely rare. So if you pull in a shiny unknown over the course of this weekend, amazing. Congratulations. I need the V. I won't get the V. I'm going to get it from Francesco instead. There's going to be an increased chance of finding an XXS and an XXL from field research, particularly the Basculin. That's the Basculin getting the boost, which is interesting. So it implies there might be Basculin showcases, but all 4 different Pikachu costumes, the Basculin, all 4 Dealing are going to be in the research, which is fantastic. And this is the thing about the Enigma stops. It was confirmed yesterday that Zorua is in those encounters, but seeing how rare they are, and if you don't have tons and tons of stops, it's going to be very hard pressed to find one. So good luck on hopefully getting yourself a shiny one of these. We did pick up 1 shiny and 1 hundo with this Enigma background in LA. There's a lot of background action. This is the pool of Pokemon with Purloin, Pidove, Boldore for some peculiar reason, but it can be shiny. Woobat, Timber, Timpole, Sandal's a good one, Darumaka's a good one, Darmanitan, Scraggy, Sigilyph, Joltik, Ferroseed, and Clink. Of course, it's half hatch egg distance, which is fantastic to be honest, so getting that done and dusted for the 10-kilometer eggs. And 6 special trades per day, no remote raid cap either, and half trade cost. So if you're looking for those special lucky trades, get them done this weekend. And that is it, people. That is going to be Global Unova Tour. So let me know, are you chasing particular Pokemon? Are you like me, kind of sitting pretty? Because Unova's one of those regions where the shinies have been released quite a lot over the last couple of years, including through events, GoFest, egg stuff. It's actually quite nice to be a bit more in a relaxed position. We can focus on the raiding. We need that Hundo or Shundo Kyurem. We're going to be going for those background raids. So I will say, of course, if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and stick around for plenty of more Pokemon Go content. Check out the stuff from LA and see how LA went, because LA, yes, is a bit more of a shiny boost on those events, but it does give a pretty good idea as to what the layout of the biomes is going to be like, what you could be chasing, what you could be expecting to see. I'm going to wish everybody the very best of luck for this weekend, and I will say see you in the next one. Do take care.